paint cabin so nuts get fine. Not fair.
Stop! You may not pass.
May I ask why not?
Miss, as the inopportune loitering of the Youkol nomads in town was proving to be disturbing the tranquility of the inhabitants, Mayor Bulakin has ordered access to Valsembor to henceforth be restricted to those presenting a duly stamped pass, which confers the authorization to access said town.
What disturbing impact on tranquility could the Youkols be accused of?
Degradation of the public infrastructure, petty theft, shoplifting, begging, the entire felonious panoply typical of such a person.
And do you have any formal proof against them?
Without a pass, you shall not pass. Do not attempt to corrupt me with that trinket. That is precisely what Youkols do. Put that away this instant, otherwise I shall cite you for threatening a person duly imbued with authority. Give that to the nomads. Maybe they'll get a good price for it.
Do I really need a pass?
Indispensable. So cease arguing and keep moving.
Unukmak. Misket walk still okay?
And how am I getting home if I give you my town pass? No way I'd ever lend you my pass.
Give you my pass to enter the city, and then what next? No, my pass to the city isn't for sale.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you my pass to the town. Otherwise, I'd be stuck here just like you, right? Before, you just needed to get a pass to the town and get it stamped at the checkpoint just outside. But now...
No way I'm giving you my pass. That'll teach you a lesson about sneaking around. I'm sorry, but I never help the uninvited.
You don't have a pass to enter the city? How did you get in? I'll be stuck here if I give you my pass to the city.
A town pass? You need to go to the town hall, young miss. Forget it, I'm keeping my town pass.
Sir, excuse me.
Hello, miss. You're not actually from here. I can hear it. What on earth is a young American doing in our beautiful land? Business? Or perhaps tourism?
Oh, it's a long story, believe me.
I see. In any event, you must try and visit our town. You know, Valsembor is very charming this season. And may I suggest you drop by my tavern? It's the best restaurant in town.
Well, I'd love to, but unfortunately I learned that now I need a pass to get into Valsembor. I'm looking for someone who can help me get one.
Ah, yes, that's true. That's a pain it is. But you're actually in luck. I may be able to do something for you. This is my wife's pass. She's not well, so she couldn't come with me. The document is perfectly valid, except she forgot to get it stamped at the town hall.
And that's a problem?
I'm afraid so. Without the stamp, the document is worthless. Not that long ago, you just needed to get it officially stamped at the police checkpoint, over there at the camp gate. But there hasn't been anybody there since the town decided to come down hard on the Youkols.
So this pass is useless?
Not necessarily. You need to add a stamp that looks like the official Valsembor seal. The police aren't that sharp-sighted around here, I have to admit. Anyway, I didn't say a word. Good luck, miss. And don't forget to drop by my tavern when you're in Valsembor.
The pass to the town? This pass is not valid. It has not been stamped with a Valsembor town stamp.
Do I really need a pass?
Indispensable. So cease arguing and keep moving.
Apparently, I need to have the official Valsembor stamp on this for it to be accepted as official. A checkpoint for the municipal employees. Given the living conditions here, I can understand why the policeman's so nice. Stamps, but not one is the right shape, of course. Nothing useful here. A stamp. Looks like something's missing, though. There's a shape ingrained in the leather. Only the stamp is missing. How practical. Over time, the stamp got imprinted into the leather. It looks like the Valsembor stamp. Ink. Hello.
Unukmak, Miss Catwalk. Need something from Forge?
Well, yes, I do. I need a staff that has the same shape as the Valsembor seal and that I can use with the press at the camp gate.
Complicated. Need model. Tuk tuk. You have that, Miss Catwalk? No. Miss Catwalk crazy. Not make that, never. Bad junk that. Miss Catwalk, bring much junk for Smith? Complicated. Smith also need wax for mold.
Do you know where I can find wax?
Miss Catwalk, look everywhere, so must find it to finish.
I can go inside this yurt. If only I had the time to take a little nap. What a pretty pattern. Youkol candles, made with homemade wax.
Smith also need wax for mold. Good junk. Stamp ready in not long time.
Bairtla, Miss Catwalk.
A squid lying in a puddle of ink. Poor creature. Perfect for inking a stamp.
Lots of attention. Lots. Fortunately, Miss Catwalk saved all of Great Herd.
Bairtla, Miss Catwalk. Thank you for saving great ostriches.
It doesn't work. This logo is exactly like the Valsembor stamp. I have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again. I forgot to ink the stamp.
Miss Walker. Very happy to finally catch up with you.
Mr. Cantin, what on earth do you want?
To take you back home, whether you like it or not. Come on, give me your hands, please.
Mr. Cantin, I don't know how much the people who hired you promised for delivering me to them. But if it's only a question of money, maybe...
Stop right there, Miss Walker. You're being a tad insulting. Listen, my professional integrity has never been in doubt in over 20 years of work. Come on, wrists out. Mr. Marson? Finally, I have her. Yes, she is safe and sound. I have Miss Walker under control. I'll keep you informed of our progress. It'll take a day or two at most. I suppose there are a few procedural obstacles to overcome before we can leave the country.
Listen, all these things I'm accused of are completely untrue. Hans's murder, embezzlement, it's nonsense. And while we're wasting time here, I can't help the Youkols. And believe me, they really need it.
I am not your enemy, Miss Walker. If you haven't done anything like you say, it's in your interest to go back and defend yourself in court. There's nothing left for you to do here anyway. Not everyone here is your friend in these parts, I'm afraid.
Nothing personal, you understand, Mr. Cantin. But I'm not leaving with you. There's no way.
I don't think you really have a choice.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Help! Help! Help me!
My God, Miss Walker! Shut up, will you? Don't make me gag you.
Good luck, Mr. Detective.
God, I don't believe it! Yes, I thought I heard someone shouting too. No, it didn't come from here. More like the other side. Over there. Follow me.
Quick! I have to get free and get out of here while Cantin is busy. Useless. That's no use to me. It's not gonna help me this time. Break. God, I need to find something else. Too far. I could get hurt seeing how big it is. All right, let's get out of here before Cantin comes back.
No, I assure you, I've already checked this side. And there's nobody here. Of course. Besides, who can hide there anyway?
Quickly, Miss Catewalk. That man busy. Miss Catewalk can finally go to Valsembor town now.
Miss Catewalk, go to Valsembor. You go, quickly.
I was just calling you for help. Why didn't you come? You are police officers, aren't you?
I have my orders, and they're not to intervene in the affairs of the American detective. The order came from up high, you know. And besides, my officially designated duty here is to make sure that only people with a proper pass may have access to the town. The rest isn't one of my official assignments, miss.
I see. Your spirit of initiative does you proud. I'd still like to go back to Valsembor now.
Without a pass, you shall not pass. No, wait! I have an arrest warrant for this woman. Arrest her! Oh! My pass! Give it back to me! Immediately, you hear?
You almost fell right in the water. Have you ever thought about moderating your consumption of vodka, sir?
R-E-N-O.
Pardon?
It's me, Captain Obo. Obo! Proud commander of the just as proud crystal. So don't you, sir, me.
Well, delighted. Captain, I'm Kate Walker. I'm looking for Steiner's, the clockmaker.
If I fall in the water, Taylor, it'll be to go straight to hell. So don't fall in the water, Sailor. You understand? Bastards waiting for me.
Who are you talking about?
The monster of the lake is waiting for us all, miss. Everyone's time comes eventually. To finish the work. Come on, back in the fight. Because you can never lower your guard. Never.
Tavern.
Someone stole 3 chickens last night. I bet it was those damn thieving Youkols again.
Yeah, we can't always accuse the foxes. You should go see about complaining to the mayor with all the others.
I can't understand why those damn savages are stuck here. It's not like anybody's making them stay, the damn pipsqueaks. They should jump right into the water with their damn ostriches. Then they can wash behind their damn ears for once.
There's something making them stay connected to their religion. They believe in a whole pile of nonsense.
Oh yeah? I heard that someone up top decided to order them to stay here. From central administration. And Mayor Bulyakin can't do a thing. His hands are tied.
So what? So we have to have the nomads in our homes?
That's what I heard. But I know that the mayor would also love to see the Youkols cross the lake and burn themselves in Baranour. There's something about those nomads at our doors they're not telling us. They can deny everything they want, but regardless, the truth is out there. You mark my words.
The mayor's got to do something about these nomads. This just can't go on. I swear, there's going to be trouble along the line.
It's been hard to sell our produce since the port closed. And now those nomads show up and undercut us. The Youkols have been cutting their prices. If it continues, we'll have to sell at a loss.
The lake is haunted by a demon. It's watching me. Waiting. I can feel it. The crystal. Take across more travelers ever than any other ferry from Valsembor.
That shape there in the water. What is it?
Miss, delighted to see that you finally managed to leave the Youkol camp.
Yes, thank you very much for the pass.
Well, now that you're at last here, you'll be able to taste my famous borscht.
It would be my pleasure, but I do have to find Steiner the clockmaker right away.
Simon Steiner? Ah, in that case you should speak with Sarah, our young waitress. She's his granddaughter.
Is Simon Steiner well known here in Valsembor?
For a long time, he was rather popular. You know, he isn't just a clockmaker. He knows everything about mechanical objects. He repaired everything for everybody here in Valsembor. He also designed the amusement park on the other side of the lake with a colleague of his, a French automaton creator, if I remember right. You could say Valsembor owes a lot to Simon Steiner, miss. So when he got sick, I offered to hire Sarah to help a little. You understand?
How are things in town? They don't seem to be going that well.
If you ask me, the atmosphere is horrible. At least half the people don't want the Youkols right at our door. Most of the shopkeepers even made the decision to go on strike over what they saw as unfair competition. Also, Valsembor hasn't been the same in the last 20 years. There it is.
I met that man recently. A certain Captain Obo. He doesn't seem very with it.
And he's been that way for 20 years, miss. 20 years. Can you imagine? He used to command the Crystal, the boat that made the crossing between here and the amusement park, on the other side of the lake. And he wasn't the same man then.
I'm off. Thank you again for your help.
See you soon, miss. Captain Obo's got it real bad today. Poor old bastard. Go speak with young Sarah. She could help you. If only you'd shown up 20 years ago, when the fishing port was open and thriving. Back then, the trawlers went out all day and brought back loads of fish and shellfish. My specialty was squid a la Valsembor. You sure you don't want a nice bowl of borscht?
I'd rather be left here on my own if you don't mind, miss. I'm sorry, but I'm really not in the mood.
Excuse me, please, miss.
Yes?
I'm looking for Simon Steiner's.
Simon Steiner is my grandfather. My name is Sarah. Sarah Steiner.
Pleased to meet you, Sarah. I'm Kate Walker. Can you tell me where I can find your grandfather's workshop?
Of course. You'll find his shop is at the end of the alleyway, on the left, just as you leave it, in the main avenue. Can I ask what you want with him? Because he's rather old, you know.
I'm accompanying the Youkol caravan. Apparently your grandfather is supposed to be making a mechanical prosthesis for Kirk, their spiritual chief, who had a bad accident recently. Without the artificial leg, Kirk won't be able to go along with the great migration of his people. And on top of that, the Youkols won't leave without their guide.
You're accompanying the Youkols? My God, you're so terribly lucky. When I was little, Grandfather used to tell me all about their adventures, full of mystery and magic.
Do you like life in Valsembor?
Oh, there's really not that much to talk about here, you know. I spend all my time here or with Grandfather since he got sick.
There was no one who could keep an eye on him for you?
We can't afford it, I'm afraid. I also think I prefer it this way. My grandfather is my only family.
I guess you're pretty close to your grandfather?
Yes. Of course he can get a bit grumpy, especially the last few years. But he's actually really adorable, and you should see the work he does. Give him a few cogs and springs, and he'll give you some unbelievably incredible invention. He almost makes mechanical objects seem alive.
I see exactly what you mean. I used to know someone like that, too.
The only problem we have is that business collapsed when he got sick. I really do believe that if I didn't have the waitressing jobs to make ends meet, we'd probably have to close up shop.
You seem to like the Youkols, Sarah. I get the impression that's rare in Valsembor.
It's true that when it comes to the Youkols, people around here can be a bit silly. They go out of their way to make the nomads scapegoats for all of the town's problems since they got stuck here.
But you don't, do you?
Of course not. Grandfather told me that he has actually seen 3 or 4 of the great ostrich migrations in his lifetime, and he always really respected those strange people. He even made sure I would admire them too, you know.
Thank you for your help.
I'll be stopping in to see Grandfather on my next break. Maybe I'll see you there.
Yes, I hope so. Goodbye, Sarah.
I hope Grandfather remembered to take his medication this morning. He hates it when people treat him like he's sick. How's it going, Kate? You'll find Grandfather's workshop down along the alleyway to the left of the main street there, heading towards the town hall. You know, I really hope that one day I'll be able to go along with the Youkols on their great journey too. It must be incredible. We're pretty lucky with all we've been through. At least we've still got places like this. Sometimes, though, I wonder if this town will ever get its old soul back.
I hope you find the tavern agreeable, miss. Vlad, the boss, does whatever it takes to keep the place cozy. With everything going on, that's not bad.
All those youngsters trying to act smart to impress the Steiner girl. It really gets to me. If only I was still 20 years younger.
I'm not standing here because I'm happy, you know, miss.
I'd really suggest you steer well clear of Captain Oboe, miss. He's always basically drunk as a skunk. He's not only a total drunk, he's also the disgrace of the town.
I'm not standing here because I'm happy, you know, miss. In my family, we were always fishermen, all we ever knew. So when they closed the port, you understand.
your way, pretty girl? If you need someone to follow you around town, just ask.
Steiner. Hello. Are you Mr. Steiner? I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Steiner. My name is Kate Walker, and I've come to pick up the prosthesis for Kirk, the Youkol spiritual guide.
And well, dear Miss Walker, Dr. Efimova has informed me that the young man was not yet in any sort of condition to withstand the operation, and that...
Mr. Steiner, are you all right?
It is impossible. That pendant you have around your neck. I would be very obliged if you would entrust me with it for a moment. Please, Miss Walker. Mein Gott! An XZ-2000 automaton heart in perfect working condition. A compensating spring memory. Pendulum ventricles and small mechanical pumps. Everything seems in excellent condition. Donnerwetter! Where on earth did you steal this, Miss Walker?
What? Are you calling me a thief, Mr. Steiner? I haven't stolen anything from anyone. This is all I have left of my friend Oscar. Give it back to me right now.
Ah, so. And yet I am actually very familiar with this type of precision mechanism. An infernal precision. Incredible, unique expertise. For this was a Voralberg automaton, Miss Walker.
Yes. It was Hans Voralberg who designed this object. Tell me, did you know him?
Oh, yeah. He even lived here a few years. We did a lot of work together. He taught me so many different things, you know. So it is useless to try and make up silly stories, Miss Walker. And I am afraid that I am not about to allow you to leave here as long as you have not told me the truth about where this object comes from.
No, don't bother locking me in, Mr. Steiner. If you must know, the truth is that Hans Voralberg was someone who was very important to me. I accompanied him on a very strange journey throughout Europe. And that object in your hand is the only souvenir I have of that adventure.
That proves nothing, Himmelherrgott! Hans would never have given this to...
Mr. Steiner, are you all right?
My heart... need... my medication... Quickly!
Just don't move. I'll go and get your medication right away.
So, you would... abandon me to my fate?
I can't just leave him like that. No medication in sight. Empty.
My heart. I need my medication. Quickly. Look at me. Are you satisfied? I just can't handle any aggravation anymore. Get my medication. My God.
There's no point. Nothing that could help him. That could do him more harm than good. No medication. No way. Nothing that could help him.
Make yourself right at home. Don't mind me. I just own the place.
Kirk's prosthesis, but it looks like it isn't finished. A woman's writing saying, "Grandfather, don't forget to take your medication 3 hours before dinner." Fantastic! All that clattering must get really tiring after a while. Tea. Going by the smell, I'd say this cup was recently used for tea. Steiner's medication. I have to take it to him fast.
Thank you for your precious help, my dearest Miss Walker. I'm afraid I may have judged you somewhat hastily.
Don't mention it, Mr. Steiner. Tell me about the prosthesis. I need to take it back to Kirk very quickly, if, of course, you agree to let me have it.
Yeah. I just have a few small adjustments to make. It involves very precise and meticulous mechanics, understand?
Will it take long? I'm sorry to insist, but I also have to give a hand to those unfortunate Youkols. I need to help them get across the lake with their herd of ostriches. I'm so worried about them.
Once the mechanical leg is at last ready, I can go to the clinic and bring back young Kirk to you. That way you only have to worry about what happens to the other Youkols.
That's so nice of you, Mr. Steiner. But why are you doing this?
I wasn't extremely nice to you earlier. And also, the way the Youkols are treated by the other townsfolk here, in my own town, disgusts me. So I want to help those poor devils, even if I am in no way absolutely certain they should be crossing the lake.
What on earth's the matter, Mr. Steiner?
The next stage of your journey is the poor cursed town of Baranour. It has become hell on earth since the time of the last great ostrich migration.
Please join me downstairs for a moment, Miss Walker. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Look just next to the films there, Miss Walker. You should find a film on Baranour.
Baranour. The film's missing.
Baranour, the cursed city. Baranour, the martyr town. Baranour has been nothing but a field of ruins and desolation since a week after the explosion of reactor number 3 in the nuclear power plant. Valsembor is on the other side of the lake, sheltered from the prevailing winds, and fortunately it seems to have been spared from the deadly radioactive clouds. Our town was mobilized to go to the aid of our neighbors. Although our town's means were modest when compared to such a catastrophe, there were nonetheless among us some brilliant mechanical engineers. In record time, they developed a small army of automatons capable of helping the affected people. Those men and dogs of steel could go where a human could no longer set foot without becoming seriously ill. Over there, they could be excavators, rescue workers, and treasure bearers.
Oscar! They all look like him.
Truly magnificent pieces, nicht wahr? The XZ2000 model is most assuredly one of Hans's major masterpieces.
Their mission was to bring back any survivors of the catastrophe to Valsembor, where the victims would receive the best care in Dr. Zemiatine's clinic. The Crystal, the ferry usually responsible for linking the towns of Valsembor and Baranour every day, carried the new type of rescuers to the scene of the drama, and brought back the survivors of the catastrophe.
So Baranour suffered the ravages of a nuclear accident. But according to that film, the automatons you designed with Hans should have helped save lots of lives, right?
I'm afraid that's not how things went. Because of Captain Obo, Ah, that must be Sarah. Please come this way, Miss Walker. I'll introduce you. Miss Walker, may I introduce you to Sarah, my granddaughter?
We've actually already met. Haven't we, Sarah?
I actually owe Miss Walker a candle. Thanks to her calmness and peace of mind, I'm still here and on my feet. She found my medication and gave it to me before it was too late. Donnerwetter.
You don't mean you had another attack, do you? Ah, you're being so very naughty, grandfather. You absolutely must let Dr. Zemiatine examine you.
Come on, stay calm, my little child. When I go to the clinic to take the prosthesis to the young Youkol, I'll stop by and see the good doctor. Until then, why don't you make yourself really useful to Miss Walker? She's looking for some way to transport the Youkol caravan to the other side of the lake.
Well, I think I've already found the solution. The boat in the film, the Crystal, it must be the ship that's docked in the port. If it was able to transport the automatons you and Hans built, it could carry the ostriches across the lake.
Ah, that's not a bad idea. But unfortunately, there's a slight problem of size, dear Miss Walker.
Sounds like you're talking about Captain Obo's alcoholism. I saw him earlier on the dock.
That coward has been hiding himself in alcohol ever since he abandoned our automatons to Baranour. And he'd rather simply die than go back. He tells everybody that the evil monster of the lake is waiting for him, and that as soon as he goes back on the water, the beast will just up and grab him. Ha 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 ha. But of course, that is the purest fantasy.
Grandfather, I know you're still really angry with Captain Obo because he abandoned the automatons that you built with your friend Hans and Baranour. He was supposed to wait for them. They were going to take all the survivors they found in the rubble to the boat and then bring everyone here to safety in Valsembor. But in the end, when he got to the beach at Baranour and saw the disaster and all the dead, he became really afraid. The disease, the radiation. He must have had an uncontrollable panic attack, so he immediately turned back, dumped the machines on the Crystal into the lake, and came back empty-handed to Valsembor. And the automatons have been there ever since, in hell. But who knows? Maybe today he'll want to sell. I'm sure Kate will be capable of convincing him to help the Youkols. I have to go do my waitressing shift in the tavern. Come by and see me later on, okay? Captain Obo will be there.
All right then. I'll try and convince Captain Oboe. Thank you for everything, Mr. Steiner.
I don't know if I really should wish you good luck, dear Miss Walker. Baranour is only an open grave now.